Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Adrian of Addy Journals, and today I wanted to take some time to walk you through the setup of my Hobonichi Avec. So if you have watched some of my other videos, up until now, for the last 3 years, I have been utilizing a passion planner for my planning and my memory keeping needs. But after much deliberation and thinking this through, I've decided to go for the Avec for 2025. It's going to be the first year that I'm going to be using a Hobonichi of any kind. And the reason that I did is because this one comes in 2 books, which I have half a year of, and I'm hoping that it will stay away from the chunk. I don't really like thick journals or thick planners, especially when you add in ephemera and stickers in there, so I'm hoping that will cut away from that. We'll see. It's going to be an experimentation, to be honest with you guys. It's the first time I am using this in a full year format for all of my needs, so I'm curious to see how it will work out. But at the moment, my plan is that I am going to only just set up the first half of the year, and the second half of the year, which is why I'm being super careful with this baggie from Hobonichi, it will stay in that bag for protection. So this one, there's two different, as you can see, two different notebooks. The yellow is January to June, and one thing that I'm really excited about is the fact that there is different layouts. The Hobonichi has a yearly index, some monthly pages, and it also has some weeklies, which I have been using in my passion planner. And then in addition, it has some dailies. So that's going to be a very new thing for me. But I think that considering how much I wrote last year in the beginning of my Hobonichi and what really caused me to stop using it was the lack of space, I think this is going to be great. There's also some items in the back that I have a couple of ideas about, which I will talk about towards the end of this video. And yeah, I'm just exploring this one to see how similar or different it is. But it looks like both sections of the Avec have some similar back pages. So yeah. So one thing that I am thinking about is either putting some stickers on this Hobonichi Techo, but I'm not really sure which ones I want to put in yet. So that's just something that I've seen. But I am definitely one of those people that really likes to keep my covers pristine. So what I did is I actually ended up purchasing a Midori plastic cover for A5 sizes. And that's the first thing that's going to go on this journal 100%, because I can't imagine personally just having something happen to this cover even with the stickers on. I tend to really like to take care of my journals and planners to the point that, like, I don't really like destroying covers. I don't know, it's just I have some really weird specifications in that. And then this is really, I think I really like the way that that looks, and just the fact the way that it feels just a little thicker. And then I also bought a pencil board. If you watched my other video about the haul, I think this is last year's pencil board, but I really like my pencil boards to be simple. Nothing really designed, because I am the kind of person that's just going to carry over whatever I purchase this year to next year if I continue staying in the Hobonichi. But even then, I'm just going to use it as part of my notebooks day to day all the time. And so at the moment, I'm not sure if I want to keep it inside the journal or maybe I'll keep it outside. But as we open up all of the other things, we will see what feels good to me. And so yeah, this is the cover that I bought from Hobonichi. It's the very first cover, and it's the one that's like illuminated lights that supposedly, has these cats. I'm not particularly a fan of cats. I just really like the covers. But since I'm not a particular fan of cats and that, I just bought this cover mostly for the cherry blossoms and the mouse, which is a personal joke with my husband. And for me, you know, that's the cute part. That's the mouse is the cute part. That kind of caught my heart, and the cherry blossoms did too. The cats on themselves, personally, not a great fan. I've never been a fan of cats. I had a cat trauma when my grandmother had cats. So I would probably think more of these as foxes instead. And that's going to be just what I'm going to consider it. And I also, because again, I like to protect my stuff, I like to keep them pristine and long-lasting for as long as possible. I did get the plastic cover on cover, even though this is a darker color, so you're not going to really see a lot of dirt. But just to be safe, I'm just going to do it anyway. Because I don't mind, you know, I feel like, again, the more that I can protect it, the longer it's going to last. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm struggling a little bit in putting this in. Again, this is the first time I'm ever with Hobonichi, and so this is all new. And yeah, this one actually has a back pocket. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be using this for, and it has the moon with the mouse again. So again, I think this pocket is probably just going to be Dunzo. I'm not going to be using it because the plastic cover. But yeah, we'll see. I don't see a purpose for it, to be honest with you guys. So I don't mind just losing that plastic cover. But I do think that these are very cute. These little bookmarks. Yeah, the cover looks really, really good. I think it's going to look really well, and it's going to feel very good. And hopefully it stays that way. And oh wait, whoa, wait, what? Okay, first of all, there is a zip pocket in this plastic cover. Whoa, this is seriously next level. Like, this is just blowing my mind. Everything is really well thought out. Like, I did not expect it to have a zip pocket in the back. What? And yeah, there's all of these additional pockets with all these little cute things. I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet. I'm not the kind of person who's just gonna put in pins and stickers in there. So if I end up carrying my planner journal with me every place, I might as well just turn it into my own wallet, and just put credit cards in there. I don't know. I just really like my stuff to be functional and serve a purpose. And there's a couple more pockets here for more things, so we'll see. We'll see. Again, I'm about to find out how this feels and what it looks great for me. So I think I'm just gonna start with putting in one cover in, because that I feel like that might work really well. I don't want to bend it, but you know, actually it looks really cute that way, because the color is very similar in the Hobonichi Techo as the cover, and I think that looks good. I mean, I'm going to have to see how it writes, but I think it looks good as is. And yeah, I think we've got this set up for now. So, okay, I am now wanting to talk about how I want to set this up for 2025. And I've been thinking about putting stickers on this cover, but now that I'm looking at it and how it's matching the inside color, I'm not really sure I want to put stickers on this, because it matches so nicely, and I feel like that's a nice color, a nice fit. So I don't know. And besides, I don't really have a lot of stickers in a color that complements this. So there's a couple of like stickers that I really would put on it, like this Hobonichi girl from Shrimp Studios, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to put this on. I was thinking also of putting some of these fountain pens, because I predominantly use fountain pens in all of my journaling, and some of these other stickers that are kind of like inside jokes for myself and my husband. But I feel like the color clashes. Like, it doesn't really go well. especially this shade of blue with that kind of coloring. So I'm not really sure. Like it matches the cover of the Hobonichi uh, cover, but not so much with the tattoo itself. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you think I should just, get over myself and stick on it. But yeah, outside of that, here's some of my ideas and what I'm thinking of doing, and I'm just gonna walk you through it in the actual Hobonichi itself. So, firstly, in my passion planner, there are things that I use that I really, really like. And I also am going to be carrying over a few items from my Hobonichi home into this because they have been working for me and they are something that I enjoy. So the first thing is all of these Hobonichis have like a yearly review. I am most likely, and definitely doing this, is I am going to be doing the same thing as I did in my Hobonichi passion planner. I'm sorry, my passion planner, where I am going to highlight all of the days off, holidays, and also birthdays and anniversaries and things like that. I like seeing them at a glance in a color, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that in here. The only thing I might not do is the paydays because those are like consistent and not something that I have to remember. It just comes into my account. The yearly index, or whatever it's called, the one that has like a vertical view of the month, I've been thinking, and this is based off of an idea that I saw on Hobonichi's own website, is to do a temperature gauge. Now, these last couple of months, I'm not sure because they will overlap with the next half year. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. And yeah, they don't go all the way to July, so this goes only, oh, actually it does go to July. I didn't know that. So I am thinking that the first 6 months in this one, I am going to do the temperature for wherever I am. And then the remaining 6 months, I'm just going to do like dates that I wouldn't fit in here. And like birth dates and things like that. And then with December, with the monthly, I'm not going to use that one too much, I think. I might just use like a gratitude one or something like lesson learned. But starting with January, I am definitely going to be writing in the holidays. I am definitely going to be putting in the birthdays because, again, this is something that worked for me in the past. I love seeing that. I love kind of flipping back to the monthly and then setting that up into my weeklies. The only thing that I am thinking is that the Avec is Japanese mostly, and I may need to change the holidays a little bit. Now, the weeklies, these are all weeklies. I am not going to use this early morning sessions or even some of the late afternoons or evening that they have to like 3 p.m. or what it is. So this one may be the places where I kind of get a little bit more creative and things like that. I just do a regular 9 to 5 and maybe 6 to 9 or something like that. And that's where I would color block. So as you can see, I have in my passion planner, I just put in my work days and my work hours and then like meetings that I have. So I'm thinking of carrying that over into that planner. And then the sides of this weekly, I am thinking of actually making like a sleep tracker and a step tracker. So as you can see in my Hobonichi Home, I just write out the hours of the days. So I'm thinking of doing the same thing, like how many hours I slept. I've been really just liking to see that whole thing. And then also having like steps in different colors with my midliners, and that will be on the side. Going onwards to the dailies, obviously these are going to be just dailies, but I do think that in the check boxes up top. I am going to put in breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and water goals met. This is something that I have in my current Hobonichi home for my health planner, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing because I really have enjoyed this, just tracking what I've been eating, and that seemed just like a good spot. I'm not going to use these as to-do lists in any way, so that's going to be for that. Then the timeline on the left, I think I will use that for the days that I have work just to put in meetings, and just to have that on the kind of notes, or even just reminders of the days, like if I have a holiday or somebody's birthday or something like that, just to remind that. And then on the other side of it, I'm just going to go ahead and write whatever. If, for example, during the weekend, I don't have anything, then I'll just write whatever. For those little comments on the bottom, I don't read Japanese, I don't speak Japanese, so unfortunately they're gonna kind of be useless for me, and I'm just probably gonna cover that up. And then in the end, there are a couple of pages extras, and what I've been thinking, and this is, I'm not 100% sure on this yet, is either, well, definitely for 100%, I am going to need a book tracker in some way. So I think I'm just going to download a smaller version of this book tracker and put it into this and just stick it on top of it. Or, so that's going to be one thing. The other thing that I definitely will want to keep in mind and have is some of my other elements, like the investments and recharge information. I like keeping track of when I recharge certain things, like my watch, and maybe time off. I have a substantial amount of time off, so I want to put that in there so that I can keep track of what days I have left at work to take off. The other item that I'm thinking of is having a currently inked for all of my fountain pens, because I've been using that this year and I've absolutely loved having that. So we'll kind of figure that out how I feel like it. But this whole like timetable, graph paper, favorites, I ain't gonna be using this for the most part, I don't think. And this section is all in Japanese. I am not going to find out a Google translator and pull it out to try to figure this out. Most likely, and I'm very much leaning towards this, is just sticking other things over it just to hide that. I may use the addresses for some of my friends or family members if I ever want to just like send them postcards. But again, I have most of that in my phone, so I don't know if I will be really using that in this sense. So yeah, I think this is kind of where I'm at right now mentally in terms of how I want to set up my Hobonichi. And you know what? I like this. I'm looking forward to this. And I think that I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for this. I'm just gonna put stuff down because I kind of really like getting this stuff done now if I can. So yeah, I'm just going to see if I can go ahead and put these things in. So one of the first things is that I need to consider is, the holidays and the days and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. And use my midliners to start filling this out. I might actually have to Google some of this, even though this is U.S. holidays that I want to put in. But yeah, let me get this set up, and I'll bring this right back. Okay, so yeah, I have decided. Let me do this. and I went ahead and filled out the holidays information and birthday information of people that are important to me and anniversary information for people that are important to me for August through December, because that is not going to be, they don't have monthlies. And yeah, if you're kind of pausing this to look at this a little bit more closely, I do have birthdays, anniversaries, and even sometimes death days of like when people passed away. Um, and maybe that's morbid, but this is just something, I don't know everyone's birthday, and these are like my grandparents' siblings. So I've never been able to find out their birthdays, and this is just my way of remembering them. And in the monthly, I have done the same thing for holidays. So every color is something different. Holidays are one color, birthdays are a different color, and then anniversaries, things like that, are yet a different color. That way, at a glance, I can see them very quick and easy to see in my eye, to my eye. Oh, okay, this is this is that, and I can see that. Um, so this is kind of what I went ahead, and some months have less, some months have more, and that's okay. It is what it is. And as time goes on, I'm hoping that I will add in more events, more things, and more holidays, or trips and things like that, because I tend to love to travel a lot. So I'm hoping to add in some of that. I'm also thinking, maybe I could do something like a picture per day, if there's a picture per day, to add it into that. But it's just important to me to just be able to see things at a glance. And so this is what I am doing. The pens, if you're curious, these are, I forgot what these pens are called, but I'll figure that out and just add it into the description below. Um, I don't really mind. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, and then it looks fine. The other thing that I'm also thinking about is adding financial inserts. Finances are an extremely important part for me, and I found that this finance tracker from Passion Planner, which you can just download from their website, is great. It has income, fixed expenses, investments, and different budgets that you want to do. It has been really helpful for me to see how my money's coming and going, what I'm paying, and it's actually a perfect size to fit in to the Hobonichi. The only challenge that I have with this, and if anyone has an idea, by all means, please, please, please add it in the comments, is that there's no place to save them. At least in my Passion Planner, there is like a little pocket at the end where I can just dump all of this stuff. And I don't have that here. And no, I'm not going to stick it into any pages. This is just not the plan. It's always been a loose leaf item for me. So I'm not really sure where I'm going to fit this, but I'll figure it out. I'm 100% planning on using this in some way. At least at the moment. It might change by the time January comes around, so I'll do an update on that. But yeah, here's what my setup is looking like. And like I said, there's all these stickers. I am not sure, but I'm hoping that this is kind of what's going to continue working for me. It has been working for me. It's just that I needed the addition of those extra pages for the dailies. And we'll see. We'll see how things change. Because this one, I like my Passion Planner. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. But I'm just running out of space. I'm just running out of space to write things. And so it just kind of devolved from me writing a lot to me writing basically nothing. And there's so many things that I'm missing out on, details that I'm missing out on, and things like that. I mean, not fully missing out on because I've been adding them to my morning journals, but I want to have something separate from my morning journals where it's all about the dreams, putting in all the pictures, and all of that. So it's more of like what's happening in my life now. And I haven't been able to do this, and so just those little things that make a difference to me. And yeah, I mean, you can see it throughout this if you looked at my other video, that sometimes I just ran out of space and really have any place to do this, and that just made me sad. I like writing a lot. I like writing, adding in photos. I'm a photographer also when I'm not writing. So it's just something important to me to have, and I think that's going to be a great fit for the Hobonichi. So yeah, we'll see how it works out when I start using it closer to January, but at least my plan is to synthesize both of those notebooks into one, my health planner and my daily stuff into Hobonichi. So yeah, this looks good. The other thing, like I said, I don't mind this cover. I like it a lot. But what the heck am I going to do? Should I put stickers on this? I'm kind of coming back to this because I'm not really sure. I don't really mind these bookmarks at the moment. I think the way that I'm going to use these bookmarks is to have one with the monthly section, one with the weekly section, and then I think like that's kind of the idea what I'm thinking. One with the monthly section, and hopefully that will fit well. And then we'll have another one in the weekly section, and then the pencil board, I'm planning on just putting in the daily because that's going to be where I'm going to do the most of the writing. So I think that will be like a perfect fit. I don't think there's any need for me to get anything else. It looks fine. I think it's fine. So yeah, that's pretty much my setup. You know, what do you guys think? If you've had more experience with the Hobonichi, any recommendations and anything else that I should add in, or maybe put in, and cool ideas that I can add. Yeah, just let me know in the comments below. And I'm trying to get rid of notebooks and places. So there's plenty of space here to put other things as well if I need to. Yeah? So, we'll see. Looking forward to see everyone's suggestions on this, and what that will do. But I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I really want to dive into doing this right now. And maybe, hopefully, that will happen soon. So, yeah, in the meantime, I'm just going to put this pencil board back here. I feel like it's a good fit. I don't really need it at the moment, so if I can just leave it on the side, that'll be great. And, yeah. But before we go, let me just actually pull out the other half of the Avec again. Yeah, and just to show you what I mean where I'm getting stuck on these stickers. So the sticker that I really wanted to put on one of these, and to me, this looks a lot better. It looks like it makes sense. I would need another one here, but it just looks like the colors match the notebook instead of clash with the notebook. And I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking this a little bit too much because I have sticker anxiety. But to me, that just with the green, it just looks like it's too much. It just looks like it clashes. I don't know. Can someone please tell me what you guys think? Am I really overthinking this? Or maybe should I just like put in the Hobonichi postcard that I got from Yoseka as kind of like a cover on cover kind of thing. It's cute. I don't know what to do with that. So maybe that could be something. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough choice. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. Well, anyway, I hope you guys kind of were entertained by this little video. And yeah, if you have any thoughts, ideas, comments, please let me know in the comments below. If you really enjoyed this or kind of enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it, you don't really have to subscribe, but it would be more than welcome to like and subscribe this video. Well, have a good one and see you next time, guys.